Sadly, Mr. Speaker, the do-nothingism of the 19th century, the anti-immigrant fervor of that time, is alive and well here today in the House. Republicans are overwhelmed with fear. They're fearful of immigrants. They're fearful of little children at our border. But I think most of all, they're fearful of their own shadows. Fearful that if they try to deal with any of the major problems that our country faces, that they might suffer political losses. So it's not only know-nothingism, it's do-next-to-nothingism that prevails today. Even when the Republican chair of the Homeland Security last May obtained unanimous committee approval for a bill that he said would secure our border, Republicans were afraid to have it debated on the floor of the House for fear that it might lead to real comprehensive immigration reform that was approved by the United States Senate over a year ago, for which they have offered us nothing but excuses, one excuse after another as to why we could not permit a majority of this House to consider the best way to reform our broken immigration system. Affording full participation to our dreamers, those are students who came here long ago as children through no fault of their own without a visa, will not only benefit them as individuals to achieve their all, but it will create jobs and grow our economy. I've met with these dreamers. They have tremendous potential to give back to our country. They want to deny that opportunity. And what about these children at our border? Aren't they all God's children? Aren't they our children? Don't all children deserve a chance to survive without exploitation and violence and terror? We're not asking that every one of these children be permitted to stay in the United States. Do you have an extra 20 seconds?
25 seconds.
We're not asking for amnesty, but how about just a little decency, a little civility, a little humanity? How about just following existing law, going after the smugglers, and providing the supplemental resources needed to see that their rights are protected? I believe that children who came here seeking refuge in this country at least deserve a fair adjudication, not to be met with the barrel of a gun and a one-way ticket back without considering whether they are justly in this country, and I yield back.
Gentleman's time has expired.